me tell y'all something. Now my hair grew up. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had a hell of an experience because I finally moved my jet to a more mature person. I've been moving it anyway, but everybody that's supposed to be in the tree, which they are young, the one I've been dealing with. Because most of the older ones married, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, it don't matter. I'm just utilizing it do matter to me, but it don't matter. Because I'm me, you know? I'm just me, I guess. And them women, I just can't explain it out here. But anyway, they don't mind it, put it like that. Cause you gotta knock on their energy, their door, basically. And these women, doors are open to me. So basically, that lets me know stuff. But I wasn't even gonna talk about this, but this person is older. And let's say this is a game. I wasn't gonna say nothing about this, y'all. I already know what time it is, a little bit. But this game been going on for a minute. I can't say it's been going on that long because something like this take 5 to 10 years. It's already been 7.5. It's almost 7.5 years now. So there's no point in cutting it down. Just let it play out. But in this game, I seen so many people from the beginning in 2018, 2019 that's supposed to been stopping this kind of stuff. Because they were doing it, whatever this is, they've been doing it to people before me. These people keep you trapped and prey on your demise, prey on your death, try to get you to die. They witches and warlocks. So they got these loops they put you in. And they put these loops on you through black magic. And they utilize floats to do this. They put certain floats together to do this. And I'm gonna show y'all later on how this works. And well, in my case, in this situation, I got my jet parked at somebody in somebody's backyard, put it that way. But this person got somebody, you know what I'm saying? But we working together in the spiritual, you know what I mean? I'm guessing anyway. But I think, like I said, she got somebody, so I don't utilize. I'm just parked at a dock, you know what I'm saying? Itching, bro, cause that alkaline, that chloride water. But anyway, it's like these older people are playing these younger folks. It don't matter if they're a lawyer. It don't matter who these younger people are. They're young. It don't matter if they're a lawyer, judge, but they're still young. And one thing I know about a young person, you can offer a young person anything. And you just make it beyond their wild, they're gonna get stuck in the loop like everybody else. It's easy, very easy. It don't matter who they are. So, so with that being said, if they're part of my tree and can be my lover, even if they're young, they're young though. So it's like, yeah, they were born wise, but they're still young. Like, and this one woman that I haven't, this one particular woman, God told me not to wake up. You know what I'm saying? And them last dreams and last stuff that I told everybody about years ago on Facebook. One of the stories I said, guys, don't wake this one up, whatever you do. And this particular person is the closest to me out of everybody, somehow. And this person don't know it on thing. And that float, her float at work just like mine. My float work if I do your test. Her float is activated opposite. It's like we the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna kick your ass regardless. If my float, no. My float, if I don't do the test, your own karma, your own backlash gonna whoop your ass. Cause my float basically, you know, saved you, forgave you, and let you do whatever, you know, like an ambulatory float work. And see, you organization knows this. That's what y'all play on. And that's where you wrong at. And see, this other float the opposite of mine, tear your ass up when she when she get activated. And like I said, I don't even know if she knows this. Tear your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Mine only do it when I'm not. It's like I save you, but she clean you on up, boy. And so it's like y'all got this game going on, whatever this is, and y'all all put people in, and you put a lot of people in, and you probably got like, they done swap my energy up with so many people, like molesters, rapists, everybody. Swap my energy up somehow with these crazy people. And I used to stay in close proximity with these people because hell, this was where the people go. You know what I'm saying? And some of these people just moved. Shouldn't have been able to move. They're supposed to have been right here, but they moved. And somehow they gave me their identity, and people started treating me according to them. That's why y'all able to keep me trapped in this stuff, I guess. But these identities ain't mine. I was like a coach to kids, bro. I took care of kids the right way, and it ain't a child you can find out there that say some bullshit and come and say it in my face. I was the one that took care of the kids that was abandoned, had to get the kids school clothes, teach the kids how to drive, teach the kids, get the kids their books. The parents was good and everything, could have took care of them themselves. But the parents was so busy in the streets or into each other or going from bed to bed, they ain't had no time for their kid. They might give them some money every now and again, keep them to shut up, but it don't work like that. But so anyway, when I tap into a new float, it take about 2 days to get it to crank it up. And it's like this particular individual knew about these tests, and they could probably even participate in them, but they didn't know. Like, I think these tests is really be done to people like this that really do this to people, messed up or something. I don't know. Somehow they get people to get on board with, you shouldn't do this shit at all. So putting them in these Hunger Games. And I guess they belittle this person's name, talk real bad about this person just to make everybody want to do it and join them. Well, I'm talking this on the spiritual now. I ain't talking about y'all little corny movie or none of that. I ain't talking about this movie. I ain't talking about your little corny movie. I'm talking about on the spiritual. Because I'm learning, as you keep me stuck and think you doing something, watching me, this and that, watching me, I'm in here talking to God, dealing with God and elevating with God. So I'm standing in the spiritual with God. So anyway, so all of us is in this book and this movie. And from ever since 2018, I've been seeing people, they're supposed to come in here, I see people energy. I'm talking about agents, physical agents that really supposed to be, they come in here and get turned out on drugs, turn into addicts and prostitutes. And they'll say that's their job. Well, if it's your job, you done been in it about 4 or 5 years now, so you gotta save yourself before you save anybody else now. And I'm seeing new energy coming here and turn them out. They might not turn into prostitutes. They start sleeping with each other. Then they got this drink juice. They got all kind of stuff going on, bro. And that's why I say I'm from the street. Cause if you gonna dominate the streets, you gonna have to dominate the street. You can't be of the streets to dominate the streets. What I mean by that, you can't be on drugs and doing that, sleeping around and all that extra stuff. Cause you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win. You trying to get your money and get out the street. If that's what you trying to do, you can't be of the street like that. You might participate, but it ain't even out of moderation. It's very faint, few in between, and so much so everybody noticed that. Y'all just don't even worry about it, bro. I know I'm born and raised in these streets, straight out of it. I'm the rose from the concrete, bro. I don't give a damn what y'all got to say about it. But so anyway, as a matter of fact, this ain't the street. This is where they raise monsters. This is a farm. This is where they experiment on folks at. This is where they raise monsters. This is where they raise demons, Satan vessels, angels. This purgatory. I want to hear nothing about. Well, I'm glad y'all ain't saying that no more though. You know, I get the zone 9 go in 9 on your ass, bro. But anyway, so I'm like, I need a new jacket, bro. Because when I tap into my usual jacket, it's somebody that they dealing with, not saying nothing bad now, it's somebody that they dealing with, and it ain't got to be sexual, but it's somebody that they dealing with that's not for us. You know what I'm saying? Or was dealing with, or could have been dealing with, or maybe they wasn't dealing with. All right, let's say if I utilize the other jacket that I was using, well, somebody's pregnant, and that baby not for us. That baby ain't trying to eat. That's all right though, because you know, regardless, it's gonna be light and dark babies born. That's okay. That's cool. That's fine. But that baby, these babies got. I can feel the energies of babies. You know, no matter who these babies are. Okay, so there's nothing bad about it. It's just the baby saying, "You ain't my daddy." You know what I'm saying? Baby, like, you ain't my daddy. I know you ain't my daddy. But so I can't. So my jackets is out of commission, bro. I can utilize them, but the energy that they with is intercepting what we got going on in the spiritual, just a little bit. Well, one of them, it might be a lot, and they dealing with. Let's say one dealing with a lover and one got a child. Well, the lover is on some lukewarm type of both ways, triple op for the devil type shit, or they triple op in the physical for some organization. And you know, I don't know this. This is just an assumption. I'm guessing this. I don't know what the hell that is. But over here, the baby just don't like me. So okay, I'm reading the energy like that, right? All right, now watch this. So at this point, I'm getting a headache because I'm getting attacked now by everybody. Because all 13 of the women that I can utilize jackets are somehow with somebody that's dominating. They with the unfair, incredible, super, extreme, lucky gene. Unfair. Damn, I said it right. Unfair, super, fuck it. But it's the extreme, unlucky gene. Unfair, that's it, unfair gene. It's the unfair gene. Extreme lucky gene, that's what it is. So, I'm against that gene right there. And so these people, I'm fighting against these genes. But these potential could have been lovers are actually in the bed with them. So they done been dominated. You know what I'm saying? You can't, that's the same gene that told me when I read it to the energy 5 years ago, when I was dealing with this person that had that gene in them. The person was a good person. But that's the same gene that told me to burn my Bible. Now, it really ain't that gene, but it's the things that's in that gene. It's just a long story, so I'm going to just say it in short. It's that gene. Or let's say chakra. It's that chakra in that gene. They told me, go burn the Bible. And we'll talk. I'll help you if you go burn your Bible. And some of y'all love God. I know y'all love God. Some of y'all, regardless if y'all on the dark or the light, y'all love God. But if you only knew what kind of gene you dealing with, and what this gene do, it turns you inside out, bro. You'll start getting illnesses. It ain't gotta be no STD. You just start getting certain illnesses that you didn't normally have, because it's dominating your gene. Whether you angelic or not, you could be a Satan vessel, and it would dominate you. These genes is like chronos now. I keep telling folks that. So let's say you look at this time period, this is Zoe and Zoe, this is Zoe that. Well, the thing is that you gotta look at chronos like Zoe or Diablo. You gotta look at Zeus like God or something like that. You need this chronos gene to birth this Jesus or this God gene right here, this Jesus Christ gene. I mean, the birth, yeah, you need this chronos gene. That's why it might have been an issue when they killed him. Like, you look at Chronos in the modern times, it's just like what the daddies do today. Because eating your kids, we look at it, it's just, the stories is just made to make us really be in tune, be in touch with the story, to really zoom in the story and concentrate on the story. But in actuality, it could just be, I don't know why I know why I'm hungry in my head. I still got that infection in my head. The sinus infection. But the story is basically like they eating everything right. They destiny swap with you. That's eating your kid. Parent eating your kid. They destiny swap with their kids. You see what I'm saying? So you come to purgatory. Purgatory is a place that birth gods, basically. Long story short, everyone got, of course, but just keep from explaining all this stuff that I really don't know about. That's what it is. So, so I'm thinking at this point I need a jacket because they've been dumped. They've been not really quite done with the typical jacket I use straight, because she kind of distant in a way, do stuff like not like that or whatever, not even out of moderation. But I needed somebody that wasn't involved in this energy at all, because it needs to be cleaned up because it's getting messy. It's starting to get very messy. And like I said, it was many other lawyers and agents that did it before, and they started going into the same patterns, sleeping with people, having sex, having kids, and you never see them again. Drugs and everything else, because you got a lot of Satan vessels involved in it. I'm telling you. Let's say it's a all right now. Let's say it's a case going on. Well, it's a case going on about purgatory. So you can't trust nobody. You can't trust the judge. You can't trust the people at the thing. You can't trust nobody, bro. You can't trust yourself, because you're in purgatory energy. Energy that can manipulate anybody. Energies that rule the world. Elites got purgatory energy. You know what I'm saying? They got that unfast, super extreme, incredible lucky gene. Said it right that time. I can never say it right though. They got that in them. Certain billionaires got it. You just can't do nothing with it, bro. Even if you ain't ready for it. And so that's how I know y'all know about these little silly games. Y'all put so many people with them genes against a person that got a lot of dominant genes in them to overtake them. And that shit is not finna work no more. That shit finna be finna throw that in the trash can, bro. But so I called on this a new jacket, totally new jacket, nobody know about, ain't nobody got a clue about. Even if you've been watching me, you ain't got a clue about it. This jacket took 2 days to wake up. And let's say she knew about it, she participated in some of it sometime, but her higher self is the opposite of mine. She seen immediately who they were doing this to. So let's say you the Zoe fan, the Diablos, take the Zoe kids see the paperwork. Nigga, you don't know. So she's seen in the spiritual. I don't care if you Satanville, you don't know. So you do, but your higher self ain't gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because you physical. But this particular individual, she was just like me somehow. But she already got somebody too as well. But I wasn't utilizing her physical. I'm utilizing her spiritual higher self. That higher self came in. She's like, "Who are you?" She was like this, "Who are you?" And when she seen it, it was like she went. You take this with a grain. This is just anime stuff. She was like, when she seen it, it was like she floated in here like an angel. And she said, "Who are you?" And when she seen who they were all doing this to, and she seen the energy that's supposed to help me and what the hell they were doing, I told her in my head, I said, she was talking to me like, "Who helping you?" I said, "Well, such help me, such but such well, they got this going on, got this going on, got this going on. They ain't helping you neither." Just like that. And immediately I was like, well, I knew this, but I was like, wow, she really care about me, but she's older, or she's either my age or 2 years younger than me. She started tearing her higher self like they came in here with a plow. They started tearing up shit. A storm came. Tearing all this shit up. There were people in the Astro getting tired. The storm came, man. Astro, when I say that, it could be in the physical, though. It was like she started plowing all that bullshit up. Because it was like she showed them these is kids, bro. They ain't going to help you, man. No matter if they lawyers or not, they ain't going to help you right. But when I told her, I had to put her back. I had to put her back, bro. Because this is a book, and it's some kind of movie going on that I think Satan himself is making, and it got to be done. God said so, and it ain't but 5 or 10 years of this, and we already on 7.5. So just leave it alone. So I had to put her up, but I know for a fact who to go to. I know exactly who to go to if this get on my nerve. And so much time done went by and ain't nobody still doing nothing. Cause she went, I ain't been dealing with this woman but 2 days. And in 2 days, she went havoc on y'all. Well, 3 days. It took 2 days for her float to crank, for her jet to crank up. Everybody asked, I was hearing people ask her, get ready to chloride. Get ready to this. She was tearing their asses up. Like her physical self probably had no clue. So you wouldn't know it anyway. And that's how me and her is. We could just sit here like this and rule the world. If she was with me, she married and everything though. She can't come and it's not, I can't be, I can utilize her any damn time. She didn't want me to put her back. Don't put me back. I got a lot of other girls that need to know. That's how she was. Don't put me back. I got a lot of other ones. We finna tear all this up. It was like, bro, y'all over here wilding, bro. It's like, do the job. Okay, you found a love of good. You found a love you interested in. Can you wait? Can you keep your oil pure and clean until we get done with this? Because y'all in here sacrificing and torturing light beings. Is y'all okay out there? So in my case, my energy where I can fight it by myself by just not giving you the all. And then y'all gonna make an excuse and you say, well, go about the drink. The drink is just like a drug. What drug have you ever used that, the last time I seen a drug that worked all the time, I mean forever, ever, and it probably don't work forever, ever, because they never made another movie about it, was Limitless. Everything gotta crash when you drink it and consume it. You want the real thing. You shouldn't be out there trying to, you do whatever you want to do because we need you. Just ignore all that. You just keep going, keep doing what you want to do since you don't want to understand about nothing. Keep doing it. We allow it. But anyway, back to this beautiful Ebony Queen right here. She came in this one, bro. Like I said, she probably part of the groups. I mean, part of the whatever that thing is. Probably know about it. But she's real about it, though. It's good and bad and everything. She's a good one, though. Her higher self seen me and seen who I was. Tore all y'all shit up. The weather started coming. It was like she wasn't even stopped. I had to move the jet back to its original position. Parking place. She was laying it up and she was planning on going to get some more. But see, that's the difference in older, wise people than when it comes to younger, wise people. A young, wise person, young and wise, and should be, they old, very old, they're very old, but they're young. You just money. You just money. And then throw a little sex in there. And you throw some drugs in there, it's over. You can throw the money in there first. And then as you get them on and you feel that energy kind of drifting away, doing that, you throw the sex in there. That pretty much lock them on in. And then once you do that, once they get comfortable with you, partying going on like that, you go ahead and throw the rock star in there. And then it's over. It's over. Like my boy Richard Pryor. It's over. I be here for Richard Pryor too, cause I think he the one be calling me Mac. But anyway, I know my grandpa called me Mac though, but they look just alike, y'all. My grandpa and Richard Pryor look exactly alike. But anyway, so it's like she was like, they don't even know who they're doing it because this energy, some people higher self can't even see it right. That's amazing. Like, I know that for a fact. That somebody sent something to me to kill me. and it tried to attack me, but it didn't work. And the witches got together to send her, and one of the witch was in my energy at the time, and she knew that thing was here, and it started doing the attacking. But she seen that damn thing stop and damn near jump out the window. It's like the thing raised up the window itself and jumped out the window, knowing it didn't have to raise up the window to jump out the window. And she said, "Who are you?" And that thing said the same thing, but it couldn't see me, see who I really was. It's like something even hide me in the spiritual from people. But that girl, that woman was so strong, she saw it. And it's like when she was coming in to do whatever torturous thing they do, you know, helping that little group or whatever they got going on, she said, "Oh, hell no." It's like she was like, "Do y'all know who that is? Oh, hell no." And she started cleaning the house. I wasn't gonna tell this story, bro. Cause I want her to be as safe as possible. I'm not even gonna think about going back together. Cause I just appreciate the fact that she seen what it really was, and it's even better if she understand what's going on and she know what's going on and she a part of that organization or whatever. For her higher self to come in this energy and say, "Oh, hell no," that's even better. Cause that let me know good and bad is in everything. Cause for a second I just thought everybody was evil. It didn't matter who they were, Christians, religious folks, it didn't matter who they were. I just thought you were pure evil. I thought everybody just in it for the money and making this movie, whatever. But, you know, and it ain't just about that now, but a lot of us know that it's a 5 to 10 year contract right here, and it's gotta be up. Regardless, when I say contract, let's say somebody unalived me, murdered me or whatever. Well, that's still a contract. You know what I'm saying? It take 5 to 10 years to fix that too. So I guess why people waiting, they getting these lovers and stuff like that. But the problem is you getting these lovers in this purgatory energy. Even if they lovers fall off, it don't matter. They involved in this energy. Even if they messaging me online, they involved in this energy somehow. Silk, all y'all in this energy. Y'all belong to this energy somehow. This is part of y'all purpose. So hopefully when this book written, y'all gonna have a good part in the book and not no lame ass normal part that everybody else got, lukewarm part. I'm just in it for the money, cause y'all going in the book as well. And this has been a lot of those, a whole lot of those. But but in this case, I'm looking at it just an age difference. She was like, "Oh, hell no. No, hell no." But she started pulling up the lawyer stuff and everything. That's why I had to move her back over there. But she started, if I would have let her continue to plow all this up, I would have had to do it. It was almost like I would have had to do this all over again. It wouldn't have been like that. Of course, God would have figured out something. God would have had something else probably. But it would have been like I would have had to do all this over again, this 5 to 10 years over again. Like, not actually the 5 or 10 years, but so far as what the lawyers done got. The case, how far the case done came. It would have been like resetting the case. You know, we couldn't do that. So I had to park her. Cause all we gotta do is sit still, bro. Like, if we were together, all we would have to do is make love. Base. It'd be just like that right there. That's what any of them though. But if you ain't got nobody, all you gotta do is sit still. That's it. Things gonna work out. Good karma, good fortune. Cause you with your tree, you with your flame, you with your twin. And all that's gonna work out. Everything good gonna work out. Like I said, that's why the devil be on all fours so it don't work out. And it's like somebody keep swapping the energy up. All that shit would come to the surface. It's like my flame didn't have a chance, and her hair, it was like she pulled her up like this right here, and she was dangling off her feet. I mean, this is just joking now. This ain't real. I ain't gonna say this real now. This is just an anime. But it's like she pulled this girl up out her, like everybody's scared of the hair float. It's like she pulled her up out the ground, bro. And she was just dangling. Hell itself. Like, what you got going on here? And it was like, we telling on all this. and everything that nobody even talking about, all the shit that this person's been doing, all the shit that they've been saying I've been doing and trying to, I mean, even the card readers was finna get in trouble. All of it was coming to fruition. All of it was coming to the surface. And like she just took the devil and threw her ass in the trash can. And her float. So you going down with all this? Y'all sitting there making this man look like this, and y'all doing all this? Yeah. I seen Junkies in form getting all this stuff together like this. Get the chloride. Get the chloride. I'm telling you, bro. I saw some stuff last night, and the weather was just bad. The weather would get strong. I thought it was beautiful. I loved it, but it was bad for most people, and it was just getting stronger. It started hitting my window. I said, let me switch this up, and then I said my brother Jesus Christ, but it could have been somebody from the astro. It could have been somebody in the physical. They said they were talking junk to me. They said he done moved the float, he done moved the jet, cheating. I said, oh hell, here we go again. I'm the cheater now. He done moved the jet, cheating. They ain't gonna say much Jesus like God. They ain't gonna say that to you. They just gonna let you know where you at, where you messing up at. That's it. He done moved the jet, cheating. I said, I'm gonna move this jet back. I just left it on. I parked it back over there where it's supposed to be parked at. And I'm gonna leave it there. Cause like I said, there was one energy I wasn't supposed to wake up. The guy said, whatever you do, don't wake her up. I think that's who it was, bro. She still ain't woke though. She's still asleep. Cause she, like I said, she cool wherever she at. But her higher self, like I said, her flow is the opposite of my flow. All of them are, but it depends on how it works in the situation. Like me and the flame float might be apocalypse, vacuum together, revelation jacket, something like that. Well, we consume, we take up all the stuff, clean up, get ready to clean the earth up and go back to Genesis. Well, me and her float would be like more like warrior, like soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like on the battlefield. So, and it's like me and the heart float would be more like marriage material in this earthly realm. Something like that. But all that would have to be calmed down though. You know what I'm saying? Before that could even work out anyway. So it don't matter if she even dealing with somebody or not. I can already tell by the way my father want me to keep that jet there. He got different plans for all of us. And like I said, somebody pregnant. So that's kind of what did something. It ain't bad, but you know, it ain't good neither though. It's kind of a delay, a detour. Another delay, another detour. I wasn't gonna put this. It's just anime though. Just add it to the anime. It sounds like a good ass anime. I can't wait till I get out of here. Hopefully whoever dealing with the anime know how to do right by me. But that's what I had an incredible day yesterday. And I'm just resting. I ain't doing nothing. Cause it's like I've been having to work like this and do this same thing every day. And I got to. 5, 10 years. Cause somebody swapped my energy. My energy gotta fade right back into me. Just like it faded out of me. But anyway.